that's how we do. We rapping for the crew, so it's always about the you. Hey Jimmy, please get a bell on the phone and tell him that it's home. I finally got his name on the song. Can't do him wrong, cause it sounds so sweet. You spit the facts while I keep the crowd on their feet. Football season be the reason that I be bringing this heat. Georgia music representing 104.3. Hey, welcome to the show.
Appel, your thoughts. It's a joke. We got a lot to get to today. I yelled at Appel on the air yesterday for talking over us, but now he's gun shy. So your thoughts, Appel. I made you gun shy. Your thoughts.
Are you sure?
You ain't worth a damn, Hawk. Yeah, it's crazy.
So OKC took care of business last night to the surprise of not many people. But I think you can agree this is not an easy series for OKC. What you saw them do in round 1 and round 2, where they're sweeping everybody and it's an easy path to the NBA Finals. San Antonio, like, these are two evenly matched teams.
Oh, we talked about it before. We talked about this, the end of the regular season. This is the finals. Whoever wins this OKC San Antonio matchup, they're going to beat the hell out of the East. But last night, they put my brother, Big Harkenstein, and went to beating up old Wemby. And Wemby didn't like that physicality, man. I enjoy this. This is good. Two well-coached team with great rosters. I enjoy watching this series.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to win when you've got Chet Holmgren stepping on Wemby's foot at the free throw line. You've got Hartenstein grabbing the hair of Castle. I mean, they were playing some dirty 80s, 90s basketball.
He's not lying. Have you seen these videos that are going viral on social media? Because, I mean, that Holmgren stepping on Wemby video on his ankle is as blatant as you will see someone trying to injure another player. I mean, he's stepping right on his ankle.
Huh? It's what you have to do. Wemby's an alien. It's what you have to do. I call a foul.
The Men in Black approach.
send them to the line. If they called that foul, I wouldn't be upset by it. But now Wemby's going to be at the foul line when he's about trying to rebound, and he's going to think about somebody jamming their foot into his ankle. It's a great approach to stopping Wemby.
You know what it is? It's the Thunder playing Paul ball on a basketball court.
He's right.
Yep. Let's win.
Frustrate them.
Yeah.
Make them earn every single bucket. But somebody puts on the chat, and I might be of the belief where, because we've anointed whoever wins the West wins. And this guy goes, they're going to be tired in the finals, and the Knicks are going to win the title. The Knicks are pretty deep. We're going to talk basketball today, by the way. Ira Winderman's going to join us. Will Manso is going to join us. We're going to talk Dolphins as well. Omar Kelly is going to join us. We have another pair of tickets, by the way, for the Black Crows. Black Crows are coming to Hard Rock Live May 30th, along with Whiskey Myers and Southall. Today, we will give away the pair of tickets at 3:40. 3:40 this afternoon. We will give away the tickets, but we'll talk plenty of basketball and Dolphins and Marlins and whatever else we can squeeze in. But Knicks are kind of deep. I forget who I was talking to today who kind of talked me into, hey, don't discount the Knicks. Like, they're deep. People are sleeping on them because everyone's doing what we're doing, which is just anointing the West. And maybe this is their year.
But they're going to be tired too. Like, I know they had that big comeback. What was a 44-11 run in the fourth quarter and overtime. Like, they had that big run. The Cavs were wearing their ass out for 3 quarters too. Like, they're not about to sweep the Cavs either. So that would be the thing. They're going to be tired. Jalen Brunson's going to be tired as well. SGA's tired. Okay, Jalen Brunson's tired too. Now we have to play a basketball series.
Well, we will see what happens tonight. You got game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals tonight. Marlins last night, and Josh will give us the headlines here in a second. He's in for Solana again today. Marlins, no good. No good. No good. No good. No good.
No good at all.
Know what's happening here. So they're a half game ahead of the Mets now for last place. And then the Marlins and Braves have one more tonight, and then the Mets are here for 3. So this could go one of two ways over the next 4 games or so. You could be mired in the cellar with not an easy pathway out, or you can start to put things together and make up some ground. What's happening here, Josh, with the Marlins?
Well, last night they ran into a really good pitcher in Chris Sale, but last night was sloppy defensively. They scored a run in the first inning, but after that, I mean, Jansen Junk had a couple good innings, and then it kind of unraveled for him in the middle frames. But I hate to call attention to this, but it feels like things have been trending in the wrong direction since that Reds game where Sandy was pitching for the complete game in the 9th inning and Clayton McCullough went and got him. Marlins ended up losing that game in extras, and it hasn't been the same since. Various reasons why, but it just has not been the same. And, they got Sandy on the mound tonight, another difficult matchup against Spencer Strider. Hopefully Sandy can stop the bleeding, and then you look back at this 4-game series against the first-place Braves, and you say, oh, a 2-2 split. You take that. But after starting the series with a 12-0 win, Game 2, you were up for the majority of the game. You falter in the later innings, and then yesterday's debacle. Tough right now for the Marlins. And Christopher Morel did not have a hit yesterday.
I asked
Strom was wrong there.
yeah, Strom. I asked Strom. I think it's the bats. Like they go innings and innings without even hitting a ball.
Jansen Junk was no good.
Yeah, no, yeah.
They've had some pitching issues too. They need more out of Yuri, to be quite honest, because we thought that the first 3 in the rotation, right? Sandy, Yuri, and Max Meyer, that was the key to them succeeding, and Yuri's had some troubles.
There have been some disappointments on this team, and I'm not trying to pile on Yuri at all, but that for me has been maybe the biggest disappointment of the season for the Marlins. You mentioned the high expectations for him, and we had Jack and Steven Strom before the season on this show talking about how he might be a dark horse Cy Young candidate this season if he puts it together, and it doesn't seem like the mentality on the mound is there from him. When it starts to unravel, he looks like a guy in his young 20s, and he doesn't look like the same guy from before Tommy John surgery. The stuff is there, but he can't control it right now. And when he is supposed to be one of the pillars of this rotation, and these are the results, it's kind of hard to win like that when he's someone that you're relying upon. Don't get me wrong. This is not, all right, Yuri's done, not good. The guy has some of the best stuff in baseball, and this is all a maturing process for him.
And but we're not writing them off on May 21st either.
No, well, I mean, look what happened last year. They were in a worse position at this point last year than they are right now, and they turned it around in the second half. It's going to take an effort like that here to get it turned around again. Hopefully they're capable of doing it. I don't know if, this is going to be a big couple of months here, because if this continues this way and they're still around 4 to 6 games under 500 and they're on the periphery of that wild card race, then you kind of start to hear the noise about trade talks again. And is this the time when they start to think about moving Sandy Alcantara and other, I don't want to get to that point. I think there's enough on this team to compete for a wild card spot. They've just got to put it all together, and they do what they do, right? Like, they are by the numbers, and they're going to construct their lineup, and they're going to manage their pitching staff based on what the data says. But sometimes it does make you scratch your head a little bit. And I say that knowing that all of these people have access to way more information than I do and ever will, and no more than I ever will. But it does kind of make you scratch your head sometimes, and it is frustrating to watch. But I think there's enough here. I really do. Like, Kyle Stowers is going to get hot again. Jacob Marcy is going to get hot again. Otto Lopez and Xavier Edwards, offensively, probably the best middle infield duo in baseball to start this season. Liam Hicks, Liam Wicks leads the league in RBIs. There is something here.
If Yuri has some of the best stuff, why doesn't he throw it?
Well, he does. It's just getting hit around when it's in the zone right now.
He is. It's just not over the plate.
Tell him to throw the good stuff next time, Appel.
On it.
Let's get headlines with Josh Appel, because Ira Winderman is going to join us this hour, and because little bit of percolating news about Giannis to Miami. This is starting to pick up a little bit of steam. So I want to talk with him about that. I want to talk about NBA playoffs with him as well. Again, Black Crows tickets at 3:40 this afternoon. Headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com.
All right, we begin as we have all week long. Day 4 of the Jacoby Brissett holdout in Arizona.
And
No update.
nothing.
Nothing.
Just complete radio silence from Arizona.
Every article that I searched before while I put together the headlines were all from 2 and 3 days ago.
Does Arizona know they're on the clock? Because I don't know if they're responding to this.
I'm still venturing to find our Odyssey affiliate in Phoenix. I'll let you know if I get to that.
Doesn't seem like Arizona feels like there's a fire to put out here. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Hey, Jacoby's upset. Cool. So,
Hawk will appreciate this next bit of news. It came out today that competitive eater Joey Chestnut,
Big
the
news.
reigning champion and 17-time winner of the Nathan's famous international hot dog eating contest, will compete on July 4th while on probation.
Yeah, I was going to say he got into a bar fight, and there was some thought that he wouldn't be able to compete because he's on probation. And I saw that Major League Eating, we have George Shea on all the time. They said that this did not violate their behavior rules because it did not happen during a sanctioned eating event.
Joey Chestnut whooped somebody's ass?
He slapped someone in the face. I had the article somewhere. I can get to it later if you want.
I like him more now.
He was accused of slapping a man on the face during a night out at an Indiana bar, entered a guilty plea April 20th, and was sentenced to 180 days of probation in Hamilton County. Hawk and Crowder and Jimmy, bar fight, bite, the wombo, the rare wombo that also describes what Joey Chestnut does for a living.
Wow.
He got in a bite.
It was a long way to go for that. I'm not certain the payoff was there, but you certainly had put in some prep.
Nope. He got in a bite. I like it, Appel.
Thank you, Crowder. Just to put a bow on that, the altercation, Chestnut told police that he was drunk and didn't remember the altercation. So again, on probation, allowed to travel up to Coney Island for the hot dog eating contest on July 4th. Huge news. Now that we've got the Brissett and Joey Chestnut news out of the way, game 2 between the Spurs and
there's
Thunder.
Nothing left. We covered it all.
The weather. Game 2.
I imagine just like Sports Center, they lead with Jacoby, go right into Joey Chestnut, and then right to break.
It's been an hour already. Game 2 between the Spurs and Thunder last night in OKC. The Thunder evened up the series 122-113 victory. SGA had 30 points and 40 flops, roughly. Hawks boy Alex Caruso put up 17 in the win off the bench. Game 3 is tomorrow.
Hit the over. Over was 10.5. He is an energy guy, man. They need him out there.
Hawk, I think that's the bet. I didn't bet him yesterday because there was no way he's going 30 again, but I think it was 12 yesterday. He's coming off that bench ready to go.
Let me see if it's posted for tomorrow yet.
While you look that up, game 2, of Knicks and Cavs tonight, Madison Square Garden, 8:00 tip. The big question everyone's asking, can the Cleveland Cavaliers overcome the Danhausen curse and even the series at 1 before going back to Cleveland?
Leaning into that, huh?
Leaning into what?
Caruso tomorrow is 11.5.
Over. They gotta play him. His energy off the bench is amazing. He'll go over. He'll get 12. 12 is.
You want to guess what the line is tomorrow night? San Antonio hosting their first game in this series.
Oh, man, that's tough. San Antonio small favorites 3.5.
Pal?
I was gonna go like Thunder -2.
San Antonio -2.5.
Yeah.
Close.
This is a good series, fellas. Like, I'm
Tonight,
excited to watch
the
these games.
Cavs Knicks line is down to 5.5. Knicks -5.5 tonight. I think it was 6.5 yesterday.
Might wait to see what that looks like before tip.
I'm gonna take the Knicks. I don't think they're coming out ice cold as they were game one. I think the Knicks win game two as well.
As bad as they were, they covered and then some. So
yeah. Got to ride with them. They won me money already.
I feel like Cleveland's just got to be, just downtrodden. They don't want to play game two. They just want to go back home to Cleveland.
I would pour milk in James Harden's shoes if I was his teammate. He just lets you down every time he gets a chance.
Bit of a sad sentence. They just want to go back home to Cleveland.
Shows you how bad things are.
Yeah. Game one of the Western Conference Final in the NHL went the way of the Vegas Golden Knights. Remember, the Avs were a -170 favorite, even without Cale Makar. 4-2 final in that game. Colorado pushed in the third period. They were down 3-0, made it 3-2, but ultimately Vegas able to hang on. Game two, Friday night on ESPN. The Eastern Conference Final, that begins tonight in the NHL. Carolina hosts Montreal, 8 o'clock puck drop on TNT.
Oh, Canada.
We're cheering for the Canadiens, right?
Yep. Go Habs.
Yeah, go Habs go, unfortunately. The Marlins, talked about it just a moment ago. They fell in game.
No good.
That's the headline.
No good.
Sandy versus Spencer Strider tonight in the series finale. First pitch at 6:40 right here on FM 104.3 WQAM. Steven Strom, Jack McMullen, Rod Allen on the call on the Marlins radio network.
We should have W2 Roy deliver the headlines one day because every story would just be Dolphins OTAs. No good.
W2 Roy.
Marlins. No good. That'd be funny.
It would be.
I wonder how he would relay this trade news. The Marlins made a minor trade. They acquired Reese Hines, who has some big league time from the Reds, a masher in AAA, in exchange for minor league arm Zach McCambley. Hines, Crowder, went to IMG. How about that?
Hey, Reese Hines. No good.
The team also recalled Graham Pauley and placed Leo Jimenez on the IL. One more baseball update. Canes, ACC tournament, third round in Charlotte. Miami taking on Boston College. First pitch at 3 o'clock. We'll, of course, have updates.
Can I watch that, Jimmy? Is there anywhere I can watch that?
Yes, ACC Network.
Oh, all right. Got a little action at 3 o'clock. Should we bet this?
I like the over.
I'm taking the under. You see what you did to me yesterday,
you guys
Josh.
know what the over or under is.
I just like the over. It's game 3 of the conference tournament. Miami scores some runs. Pitching's thin.
But what if the over's 55?
Well, I'd still take it.
Let's see.
I'm fading you, Josh.
Fade me at your own
Florida
risk.
and Alabama play at 4:30 today, Crowder.
Hey, what you like, Josh?
I like Florida.
Okay, I'll go Alabama.
Miami is a -150 favorite this afternoon. Over-under is 13.5.
Ooh.
Over.
College baseball is crazy.
I know.
Though. Yeah.
They rack up runs.
My goodness. I saw 20-17 the other day with somebody.
FIU won their final regular season game, something like 30-21.
Yeah.
Crazy. Like, do they even put people in the field? Like, they just bat and just it's home run derby. That's
Batting practice.
crazy.
Who'd they beat?
I think it was like New Mexico or New Mexico State, something like that.
New Mexico. No good.
Oh, good.
I do have one Dolphins note for our final headline before we get to weather. Patrick Paul spoke to the media on Wednesday. That's yesterday. And he was asked what the potential of the Dolphins offense in week 1 could be and how he would evaluate it and what their identity might be. Mall people.
That's what Crowder likes. Go out there and maul people.
I think that's what Halfley's preaching. That's what Sully preached. They want to go out there and physically embarrass other grown men, and I love that style of football.
While it didn't work, I do like the other style. I like just run them to death. Just outspeed them.
And Patrick Paul's number 52. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
Disrespectful.
They were supposed to save my number? I don't know, Josh. I appreciate
your
brother,
number, or is it
Morlon Greenwood?
No, was it Wheeler's number?
We've done this. I'm the best 52 to ever play.
We have gone over it. He's
Yeah.
the best 52 in Dolphins history.
Yeah.
Until Patrick Paul.
I think I got Patrick Paul right now, Josh. I just have,
Well, you have intercepted Tom Brady more times than Patrick Paul has.
Yeah.
I have more stars than Patrick Paul. I just,
He might end up getting paid a little more than you did.
Oh, he already
Not
got paid more than me.
Not Mike.
He's made triple my salary already.
Well, after your holdout,
No good.
I was Jacoby Brissett. Crowd is upset. Yeah, and so what are we doing for dinner?
No,
Didn't care.
I'm looking at these lunch expenses.
Your weather, 85 degrees, mostly cloudy, should clear up towards the evening. Wind gusts. How about some wind gusts? Some wusts up to 15 miles an hour. Crowder liked it.
He doesn't. He likes my reaction to it, which is a festering anger.
So bar fight and bite.
We got you.
That weather report brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate.
Ira Winderman is going to join us next. Do you have to disappear, Josh? Josh has a production meeting to go to.
Yes, I have a Zoom call with one of the coaches from Phoenix Rising.
That is, and when do you have that game?
Saturday night, 7:30.
You had a game last night, too?
I did. NWSL, a late one, a 10 p.m. kick.
How'd it go?
Bay FC fell to Portland 2-0. I was on the Bay FC broadcast, so a very unfortunate result for our Bay FC.
I got you. All right. So then we will speak with you at 3:00 as you handle your production call.
Thank you. Tell Ira I say hello.
I will do so. I think he's on the stream right now. I don't know
Ira.
if he can. He's waving at you. Bring him up real quick, Jimmy, so I can have Appel. Just he's not going to be here for the next segment, Ira, but he wanted to say hello.
It's like either no Crowder, no Solana, no Appel. Do I not command an audience? I basically, Hawk has already told me I have an audience limit of 3. I fully understand.
Well, Jimmy's here.
We love you, Ira.
We love you. But every time I say, oh, Ira's going to join us, someone blurts out, no good. And then they come up with a reason and they hit it. All right. We'll see you in the next segment, Ira.
All right. See
Sorry.
you, Josh.
Good to see you, though.
It was a touching goodbye from Ira and Josh.
That's a lot.
Ira is next. Hard Rock
Phoenix
Bet Party
Rising.
is on, and you're on the guest list. Sign up and bet $5 on any game. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. So winning bet and a boosted bankroll, that's how you get the party started. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. And the welcome offer is just the tip-off. Hard Rock Bet gives you new promos daily. So if you already have the Hard Rock Bet app, open it right now. See what's waiting for you today. They do Thursday drops anyway. So open the Hard Rock app. If you have it already, open it now. Get your Thursday drops. I got a couple. The conference finals are here. They have delivered. You got another game tonight, Eastern Conference Finals, game 2. And however you want to work it out, someone to hit the over, someone to hit a double-double. Hard Rock Bet gives you tons of ways to stack your NBA playoff picks into an epic same-game parlay. Hockey tonight as well. If you got puck luck, test it out on Hard Rock Bet, Florida's only legal sports book. You can bet the game tonight, and it really is a big month for all kinds of sports. The engines fire up in Indianapolis Memorial Day weekend. The world's top tennis stars battle it out on the clay courts in France. And so whether you want to bet a driver, you want to bet a match winner, you want to live bet the action as it unfolds, Hard Rock Bet is Florida's way to get in on all the action. It all starts with you downloading the Hard Rock Bet app right now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
This is Hawk, Crowder, and Solana.
Is there any possibility that Billy the Marlin is a bird?
All right, before we talk with Ira Winderman here on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline, I will remind you that if you're a Machine Gun Kelly fan, and I would imagine, Ira, you're going to want to pay close attention to this, Machine Gun Kelly and Wiz Khalifa coming to, I Think, Financial Amphitheater in West Palm Beach. Which of those two artists do you like better? Oh, Ira's muted. Why do we always have this problem lately?
Jimmy.
Am I on now, Jimmy?
Now you're on.
Okay, let me do the act again. Hey, Machine Gun, you playing West Palm? Go ahead now, Hawk. Thanks, Jimmy. Timing, nothing.
It's gonna be a funny smell at the amphitheater, I assume.
We are giving away tickets to see Machine Gun Kelly's Lost Americana show with Wiz Khalifa. It's May 27th at I Think Financial Amphitheater. And if you want to win, go to WQAM.com and click on contests. You can enter right there. It is a Live Nation show. All right, Ira Winderman, who you may see at that concert. Ira Winderman has covered the Miami Heat for 38 seasons. You can read his work in the Sun Sentinel, sunsentinel.com, the Sun Sentinel app. You should follow Ira on Twitter at Ira Heatbeat. And he joins us today. There's like a little bit of swell of excitement about Giannis. I saw Polymarket has the Heat now as a huge favorite to land Giannis. Chad Johnson said on his podcast that Giannis is already shopping for houses in Miami and that it's a done deal. What does Ira Winderman say about all this?
You know, it's not so much what I say as what I try to find out. And when I contacted an agent, he just told me they are going to be outbid. So it's a matter of the offers will be better from elsewhere. It's how do the Bucks navigate this? How do they navigate it with Giannis? Do they sort of reward him for good time, good service, championship at the franchise, or are they simply out for their best possible deal? I don't see how the Heat can match offers from, say, Houston or Boston if those offers are genuine on the table. I spoke to an agent the other day. I said, let's look at Orlando. They're regrouping. They fired their coach. What if they offer Banchero and Anthony Black in a package like that? Maybe not picks, but boom, that's better than anything the Heat can offer. So I think the Heat have a very reasonable mix of draft picks and young prospects for a common sense approach by the Bucks. But a lot of times when you lose a player like that, you're not always thinking rationally. So I still think, and I mentioned this last week that I was on with you guys, Giannis has to be proactive. Look, I've given my heart and soul to this backwater franchise for a decade, over a decade. I would like to go to X, Y, or Z. Then at least the Heat will be in the game. And I do think the Heat will be X, Y, or Z.
He delivered a championship for him, too.
Yeah, so you can make the case Damian Lillard did so much for Portland, and they said, now you're going to Milwaukee instead. So it's just a matter of how the franchise approaches it. But I really think Giannis has to get more proactive. It's just the way this league works. In this league, you force your way somewhere. Remember, he has one more year in his contract, then a player option. So if a team acquires him, he can go, yeah, I'm a one-year rental. And if you don't think that can happen, just remember Kawhi Leonard, 1 year in Toronto. Yes, he won the Raptors a championship, and then he was gone like that to the Clippers. How many teams can afford to give up oodles of assets? Ooh, and I love a delicious cup of oodles of assets. But how many teams can afford to give up oodles of assets and then have a guy leave after a year?
Ira, is there any plan Bs or Cs? Because Dwayne Wade, talking about guys talking, Dwayne was like, Pat Riley, they don't strike to strike. They strike when they need to. They're going to make the deal they want to make. And like we saw with the big three, we saw him acquire Shaq back in, what was that, 05? Like, is there another thing? Giannis is not here. Then what? Now we're sitting and watching Spo bench Khalil Ware halfway through the season. Like, what's the next option?
You know, Pat Riley, and they really sort of try to soften this. Hey, we'll have cap space in 2027 because everyone knows America's favorite player is cap space. What number does he wear? And that's the problem. That is so hard to sell a fan base that something might happen next. But they're trying to soften the blow already because of that possibility, there will be players available. I mentioned last week on the show, Larry Markin, and now that Jaren Jackson Jr. is in Utah, he could become available. What happens to Kevin Durant after that flame out in the first round against the aging Lakers? Do they make a move? Kawhi Leonard is never happy anywhere. What happens there? Hell, James Harden's never happy anywhere. What happens there? I don't, and I agree with you, Hawk, there. For those not watching, he just waved his hands. That we are definitely going to touch on that in a moment.
Harden. Please, no James Harden.
It's just a matter of, can the Heat convince themselves they could put up with another year of this? And guys, after consecutive 10th place finishes, after 4 years in the play-in, man, I don't want to be the director of marketing for the Heat if you're going to come back with the same thing.
What about, like, to the opposite side of Crowder's question? Could they end up with Giannis and Ja Morant and Bam? And, like, could they end up with more than one?
But if you look at the history of the Heat, it's never the same time. For example, look at the Shaq trade in 2004. They made the Shaq trade. They're really smart. They stepped back and they said, what don't we have? We don't have James Posey, Antoine Walker, Jason Williams. The next summer, they made that deal. Look at the big three. Yay, we got LeBron, we got Bosh. Oh, we just lost in the finals to the Mavericks. Fine. We're going to get Shane Battier. We're going to get Ray Allen. We're going to get Chris Anderson. So the Heat tends to layer it. They tend to get one piece and say, this is what we have now. Now what do we need? And then they make that second move. So I don't see dual blockbusters, but I see the sort of building toward that championship contention.
And I don't know, this is my saying for like a year and a half. It's Bam and them. Like, Bam's the guy and anybody else is tradable. I think Bam is a great asset, and then everybody else is kind of here. Do you feel that way? Can Bam be traded?
No, I always talk on these shows and when I try to figure out whose jersey should I buy. I think of the Dolphins with a running back extension now. You have an idea. That's the Dolphins jersey that'll stay in circulation for a couple of years. I think Bam's the only safe jersey you can go out and buy for your kid and tell him, hey, where this next season he'll be here. It might not be a Khalil jersey. It might not be a Tyler Hero jersey, Norman Powell, Jaime Jaquez. So, yeah, I think everything and anything beyond Bam Adebayo is on the table definitively for Giannis, but possibly even for others. Because, let's face it, it's gotten a bit stale. Sometimes you just need to shake things up a little to bring Appel out of the bullpen instead of – oh, that's right, Appel's not here now. But I'm just saying sometimes you need to shake it up a little.
Shifting over to basketball that's actually being played right now, the two conference finals are delivering. I mean, we're watching some really good basketball games. Tonight, the Knicks, their comeback was so startling that I wonder, do you think that there is this, death knell effect for Cleveland where everything just seeps out of them after losing what was a certain road victory in, a series that you need to steal a game on the road?
I would say yes, at least in game 2 of Madison Square Garden. First, no building has that aura in the NBA. You look at the celebrities in the front row there, nothing's like that. But if the Knicks do go down 18, 19, 22 in this game, it's like, okay, been there, seen it, done it, and you go from there. This is going to show us so much of how much of a coach Kenny Atkinson is. Management gave up a lot to bring in James Harden. But at some point in that game, they should have sat. Eventually, they did too late, James Harden. When you have a Max Strus, when you have defensive components out there, instead of staying with a guy. But guys, that's always the balance. When the front office and ownership go all in for a player, you can't sit him then in the midst of a key playoff game. So I think that's going to be a tough one for Cleveland. I think Cleveland is just trying to buy time and saying, hey, let's see if we could do damage when we go back home to Cleveland. It's far enough from New York that you probably won't have what you had in Philadelphia when half of New York just took the Amtrak down to Philly and they loaded up. Because as much of a Knicks fan as you might be, who the hell wants to spend time in Cleveland?
And on the other side, we were talking about this earlier in the show. Is the way they're approaching Wemby the right way? I think it's genius. Beat him up with Hartenstein. Chet Holmgren kicks him in the ankle on the foul line. The way they're approaching him, I don't know is it dirty or is it smart?
I'd use the word it's necessary. We saw what happened when diminutive Alex Caruso tried to guard him. It's like even the announcer was saying, just throw the ball in the air. One guy's 6'6", the other guy's 7'6". He'll get the ball. It is so hard to officiate those games. Number one, everyone knows this about the Thunder. They foul all the time. So it's like the Pat Riley Knicks. How many fouls are you going to call? So I think what Oklahoma City said is, hey, They're not going to call fouls on us. We get extra fouls. When they showed some of the wrestling on replay in that game, it was unfathomable that Isaiah Hartenstein was able to play more than 5 minutes the way he was playing him. It's so true in sports. How is this game going to be officiated? If games 3, 4, 5, 6 are officiated like game 2, then Oklahoma City should be fine because they could beat the living pulp out of Wemby. It's really going to come down to which crews. Do they send in Scott Foster, the extender, the referee, to make sure the series goes and he blows a different whistle? But if the whistle is the same as game 2 in OKC, then yes, the Thunder have found a formula. Foul, foul, foul.
Who, you've watched the NBA. I mean, you've covered the Heat for 38 seasons. Who do you enjoy? It has to be one player. Who do you enjoy watching the most in the NBA right now? We've had this conversation this week. For me, it's an easy answer. Who do you enjoy watching the most?
You know, it's probably not the answer you have, but what Nikola Jokic can do at his size and with his passing, I've always been a fan of passing. I always thought that's what made Magic Johnson so special. That's what makes players who see the other guys. I always talk about, do you make your teammates better? Has there ever been a big man like Jokic with his back to a teammate? You know, it's like, you know, you've got to be ready for the pass because it'll come any moment. So I think I'd have to say Jokic, at least among the big men right now.
Yeah, for me, it's Wemby by a mile. Like I can't take my eyes off him, and he can't. There's nothing he can't do.
He can dunk
that
standing
three
flat-footed.
that he hit in game 1.
I mean, the 30-footer. I'm going to pull up.
Like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. I can't watch that guy enough.
He's just so unrelatable. He really is an alien. You know, they're going to release those alien papers, and we're going to see the Wembayana lineage, and we're going to decide that he was from Planet Z in the first place. You know, first of all, I don't mean to talk about looks, but when you see that very narrow alien look, he looks like that mask anyway. So I'm not so sure he is of us, but it is remarkable. But it's just unique. Big men. You know, we always talk about big men. We used to the big. Matter of fact, hockey, you go back to the Bulls. You remember Tom Boerwinkle?
Oh,
they used to just
love
be
Tom
big,
Boerwinkle.
slothy, big guys,
lumbering
and that's
white
what they
guy.
can do.
I mean,
but Channing, you're even seeing this Channing in the NFL. All of a sudden, they're 400-pound athletes. There are players in sports now of sizes that make no sense. Wemby makes no sense. Jokic makes no sense. You just watch and you go, "What the hell is that?"
Hey, but back-to-back MVPs is SGA. Do you like his game? I hate the midi committee, the jerky, let me get a foul and shoot from the elbow. I don't talking about enjoying watching somebody. I don't enjoy watching SGA's game.
He is the second least enjoyable player, Hawk, if you want to flip your question to me, to James Harden, where the primary component of your game is to draw the foul. That should not be it. You know, I watch a ton of soccer. I know you guys bet on it a lot. And I watch with my son, and guys are just flailing and flopping all over the place. And that's part of the culture. But when you see Harden do it and you see Shea do it, they are highly talented athletes. But to play for the foul, I would love to see, and hockey, you watch a lot of hockey, the embellishment rule that they use in hockey where, hey, I might get called for a foul, but you're going to get called for a technical or something for the way you're flailing and flopping all over the place. The NBA, after the fact, will fine you for embellishment. They need to do it during the game. Yes, on some of those, Shea is getting fouled, but not to the point where he's running backwards across half the court, you know, and flopping and crawling. It's just not that bad. The embellishment with Shea and the embellishment with Harden, I think, make these games less watchable.
Let's talk more lumbering big Chicago Bulls white centers. Which was the best? Tom
Boerwinkle, he cheers for
Luke
the whites.
Longley, or Will Perdue?
I'm going to go off the menu and see how far you go back. Do you remember Billy Pultz with the San Antonio Spurs and the New York Nets?
With the Bullets?
Yeah, just a big sort of lumber. It's amazing the kind of players, Hawk, that we're talking about, who could play in the NBA, who right now couldn't even make it down the court, who would be destroyed by all the muscle, all the quickness, all the outside shooting. It really is remarkable, some of what we saw before, and that's why for all these people, oh, the game back in the day was so much better. No, it wasn't. You had big plodding guys playing instead. Now you damn well better be an athlete or you're not playing.
You don't think Paul McKeskey could pull up from three?
There you go. Okay. And I know where we're going to, and you're going to start with the whole ugliest players, and we're going to get into the whole Darvingham thing. I'm not going there.
All right, fair enough. We're two ugly guys. We cannot be talking about ugly players. Just not. It's not right. Not in 2026. All right,
Who's ugly?
Ira Winderman. Read his work in the Sun. Actually, four ugly guys. What am I talking about?
I'm a looker.
I was being polite to Jimmy.
So,
I
so
saw
that's
Crowder
why, that's
getting all
why
proud.
Appel bounced out of the segment just because he didn't want to be in the ugly guy segment. Okay,
That's right.
understand. And of course, we know Solana's a fashion plate, so I get that also.
Appel looks closest to Paul McKeskey on this show than anyone.
I will be listening to the next segment. Thank you, guys.
just say he's frantically looking up Paul McKeskey, I'm sure. Ira Winderman, read his work in the Sun Sentinel. Make sure you have the Sun Sentinel app and subscribe to the Sun Sentinel as well. Thank you, Ira.
Would love to keep talking. We got to go chat with my buddy, NBA Youngboy. Thanks, guys.
So no Machine Gun Kelly or Wiz Khalifa, but NBA Youngboy, we know where we'll catch Ira. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with more Hochman, Crowder, and Solana.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Yeah.
We back at it with the steady Hochman, Crowder, and Solana. 305, cafecito time, dame una colada. Got some interviews next. Always got dope guests. Get the cesspool live, dropping comments and likes. We about to get right. Talking sports, my G. Listen to Odyssey and 104.3. Live and back on GeorgiaMusic.com. Hitting it at the park like a mad Mervis bomb. All power. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for that 3 o'clock.
All right, we're ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Will Manso is going to join us in this 3 o'clock hour. We're also going to give away a pair of Black Crowes tickets during this hour. Black Crowes coming to Hard Rock Live May 30th. And we're giving away a pair of tickets every day this week. Today, we will give away the pair at 3:40. 3:40 in the afternoon. Well, Jimmy will fire off a Black Crowes song. It'll catch Will Manso off guard. And we'll all have a good time. And someone will win Black Crowes tickets. And I also want to get to headlines here.
Who did you say Appel looks like?
Appel looks like Paul McKeskey. Well, no, I didn't say Appel looks like Paul McKeskey. I said to Ira, Appel is the closest person on this show to looking like Paul McKeskey.
Kesky.
Are you kidding me?
Why are you looking so shocked about it? I'm not saying you look like him. I'm just saying because you've got size. You've got size. You're the white guy with size.
Old Paul McKeskey needed to go bald. I mean, what is he hanging on to here?
Let's see. Are you just looking at Paul McKeskey?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Terrible. Insulted.
When he played for the Bucks, man, he was a badass.
Oh, I saw him.
No, but I'm not saying about the hair or whatever. I'm just saying like you've got some of the physical attributes.
Dale.
Dale.
Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
305 is sponsored by Miami Lakes Chevrolet, where you walk in as a customer and drive out as family. I mean, listen, I'm the closest to looking like John Mengelt from the 70s Bulls. Yeah, Paul McKeskey, look at that. You could see Appel going up strong like that, couldn't you?
Hey, Paul McKeskey had damn muscle.
He was not toned by today's standards.
I'm not toned.
He said it. I didn't say it.
I'm just saying the closest on the show. But look, I'm John Mengelt from the Bulls in the 70s.
Man, listen. They better be happy they were born when they were born, because Paul Mendale ain't making no teams right now.
So you say that you look like the guy with the most luscious head of hair.
Huh. I'm just saying closest on this show to John Mengelt is me. Closest to Paul McKeskey is you, but it has to do with body size, body type.
Yeah. You are a big dude, Appel.
Big dude. You got McKeskey size. No? All right.
Built like McKeskey.
I put at a $20 bonus bet, I put it on the Hurricanes -1.5. But I don't see the game on, Jimmy. I'm on ACC Network.
Is anybody else playing?
There was,
No,
but
I think
that
the
game
previous
seems to be
game-
over.
I think the previous game ran a little late, so the first pitch was pushed back. Let me see if the Canes Twitter account has an updated start time.
Hey, man, the kids are back from school now. They just
3:40.
eat.
Oh, 3:40 start?
Yeah.
Right when we give away the Black Crowes tickets. Yeah, DJ just got home from Tampa, and I've seen, I got home while we had already started the show, and all I've seen him do is eat.
All they do is eat, Hawk. He just eats. They're eating waffles. It's 2 PM. You need waffles and sausage and heating up chicken wings. They just eat. They just
Tell
eat
him to
all
do it
day
like
long.
a proper Crowder and go eat in bed.
That's what I want them to do. Lay down. Get some rest while you eat.
All right, let's do headlines with Paul McKeskey, and then we will talk with sorry. I don't think you look like Paul McKeskey, by the way.
Oh, Paul McKeskey is garbage.
Is Paul on the call?
I do not think you look like Paul McKeskey. I think you're the closest looking to him on this show.
Yeah. I'd agree with that.
I mean, listen, I think Crowder is the closest on this show to looking like Sam Cassell.
Will pop your mouth.
Well, tell me who on this show comes anywhere closer than you to looking like Sam Cassell.
Jimmy.
I have hair.
And there's
I'm
a big
white.
difference other than that, Jimmy.
Jimmy, I have the same bone structure.
All right, headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com.
Paul? Oh,
How'd your production meeting go, by the way?
fantastic. Should be a cracking matchup with Tampa Bay Rowdies on Saturday.
All right.
Okay, no update. Jacoby Brissett,
Nothing.
day 4 of his holdout. Maybe
All
Paul McKeskey can get some info on it for us. Because our
Nobody's
Odyssey
concerned
affiliate,
with his holdout other than him.
We're
I'm looking at
literally
Paul-
more concerned than the Cardinals are.
Cardinals don't give a damn.
there cannot be a radio show anywhere in the country that has covered the Jacoby Brissett holdout for as long and as much and as in-depth as we have.
Yeah,
That's why we're the best.
we've got extensive coverage. Although our coverage never is anything other than what we've told you the previous days, which is nothing's going on. But the truth of the matter is, Appel really hasn't dug anywhere to find out if there is something going on. They could have signed him to a new contract 3 days ago, and I don't think we would know.
The bit's funnier if I didn't get it. But no, when I put up the headlines on my notes app, I type in on the old Google, Jacoby Brissett holdout update. And all the articles are a day, 2, 3 days old. Nothing updated. So there's no updates.
All right.
Someone said, I did see an updated article today, actually, but it wasn't for his contract situation. It was, maybe the Browns should kick the tires on trading for Jacoby Brissett. I mean, honestly, the Browns need another quarterback.
What, the Browns
Shador,
have 5
Deshaun.
quarterbacks?
Yeah, it's ridiculous already.
Yeah.
As we talked about in the 2:00 hour, Joey Chestnut, despite being on probation for a vicious assault that he doesn't remember at an Indiana bar, he got into a bar fight. He will compete in the July 4th hot dog eating contest, the 17-time champ. I wonder if you guys are proud of me for not doing the bite bit over again.
Well, I would just like to clarify, as we are delivering the news, that he was not charged with a vicious assault on anyone. I
Oh,
believe.
correct. Good correction.
I just want to make sure people have that correct. It was a slap. I believe it was a misdemeanor charge, and there was
180 days
nothing.
probation.
Yeah, nothing vicious.
Thank you for the correction.
You're
And
welcome.
sometimes people need to be slapped.
Sometimes people need to be slapped.
I did it in college. Yeah, you want to talk trash? Well, you get a slap.
Right. And
No
sometimes
big
you talk
deal.
trash, you know you're going to get slapped, but that's okay.
Oh, no big deal. Let's go back to drinking and partying. But this is a slap situation.
A slap is more disrespectful than a punch, for sure, right? An open hand slap.
1,000%. That's why you slap a grown man. It's not
Right.
about trying to hurt him. It's about the disrespect that I'm going to smack your cheek.
Like you pop them, you get a good sound like that digs way deeper than a closed fist.
We have talked about this, Hawk. I'd
Yeah.
rather get punched than slapped 100 times out of 100.
The most disrespectful thing, we've talked about this, the most disrespectful thing and vile thing is spitting on another
Yeah.
human being. That's
Mm-mm.
out of bounds in any situation. But then the open hand slap is disrespectful in a cutesy way.
Yeah.
It's emasculating. Yeah.
Get out of here, buddy.
Now, with a glove, add a glove to it, challenging someone to a duel. That's another level of this.
A slap duel?
Who
No,
keeps
like
a
you-
glove?
I challenge you to a duel with a little glove, and you smack him across the face.
Like an oven mitt?
Whatever kind of glove fits your floats your boat, Mr. Captain over there.
I don't have a glove. I don't
I was
know.
about to say, pal, you just took a glove to the club?
What if I
Yeah.
draw with my Sharpie a mustache on your face?
Well, here's the thing. Nobody's messing with you while you got that Sharpie in your hand. I mean, there is
That's
no
disrespectful, right? If you
Yeah.
were to walk up to someone, you were got in a road rage incident, you run out of your car and then you drew a mustache on them.
That has to start a fight. There's no way I'm gonna get a mustache drawn on my face without fighting.
You can't get home, and your wife go, "Hey, why do you have a magic marker mustache on your face?" And you go, I don't know. This guy ran out of the car. He whipped out a Sharpie, drew a mustache. She would divorce you.
She should. We're going to the hospital. I don't know who's going to win this fight, but we're both going to the hospital.
Game 2, Spurs, Thunder, last night in Oklahoma City. Thunder evened up the series at 1 apiece, a 122-113 win. SGA dropped 30. Alex Caruso had 17 off the bench. Game 3 tomorrow night as the series shifts to San Antonio.
You got a lisp?
I just got tongue-tied.
I love lisps.
You didn't do that on your broadcast, did you?
Sometimes it happens.
All right.
Game 2, Knicks and Cavs tonight, MSG, 8 o'clock tip on ESPN, Danhausen, blah, 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 blah.
You want to guess Donovan Mitchell over under tonight?
Whew, 28 and a half?
24 and a half.
27 and a half. How about Harden?
I will never gamble on James Harden in my entire life, but 18 and a half.
18 and a half. You nailed it.
Yeah. And he could go for 40 or he can go for 6.
How about Harden double-double?
Oh, plus 10,000.
Plus 525.
There's no way he's getting 10 rebounds.
Harden first quarter points, 4.5. Because does he come out and try to say, hey, like,
he's been
I can
embarrassed
do
on
this.
social media. Yeah, like the all the clips of him getting embarrassed defensively, like he has to come out and show something early.
I mean, there's talk. I mean, Ira mentioned it of Kenny Atkinson. Like, hey, what are you doing? You've got to bench him. Like you said it the day after. Like, you got to get that guy out of there. He's getting burned on defense. He's not giving you any points offensively. I don't hate that bet. Over 4.5 first quarter, James Harden.
That's you know what, you always bait me up. No good, no good. I will bet that. No good. When you're the offense's approach to scoring, that has to do something to you. Because that's all they did. Get James in a pick and roll and now get him on one of our best players, and you're gonna score because he can't play defense. That has to hit. That's an ego hit.
Game 1, Western Conference Final in the NHL last night, 4-2 win by Vegas in Colorado, despite the Avs entering play as a -170 favorite. They did not have Cale Makar, one of the best defensemen, maybe the best defenseman in the NHL. Colorado, we'll see if he's available for Game 2. A late push by the Avs at home, down 3-0, made it 3-2, but Vegas able to hang on. John Tortorella and them boys in Vegas. Game 2, Friday night on ESPN.
Eastern Conference with the media.
Oh, well, did you see they got fined for that?
Yeah.
And
well, they lost a second-round draft pick.
Yeah, and they appealed it, and the appeal was denied.
Yeah,
so that's
Bettman's like, nah, you don't mess with my league, short-timer.
Well, they have been warned previously about something similar. And it wasn't just that Tortorella didn't speak to the media. They didn't open the dressing room after for media either.
And they sent some Johnny come lately out there to the podium.
Yeah, it's absurd, and this Vegas franchise has developed quite the reputation for itself. for a myriad of reasons. But I mean, John Tortorella, a guy who was in the media before this job, you can't turn your back on your brethren, John.
It was so cutesy. It was so look at me, and I'm kind of glad that they got dinged in that fashion, because this is the time that you have more eyeballs on the NHL than any other time. And Gary Bettman's like get out of here with that nonsense. You know better. And yeah, we're gonna make a point of punishing you guys extensively because we can't allow that.
No good.
But I can see the side from a coach doing that to his player. His players are rallying right now around it.
No,
like
I get
they're
it.
not helping us. Like we talked about, Hawk. I see both sides of this thing.
But you want to have a big TV deal? You want to get more coverage on ESPN than you've been getting? Then don't take away media access. Like you're literally like you're doing harm to the league when we're fighting for every inch of coverage that we can get. And it's especially, like Appel says, with a guy like John Tortorella, who's in the media. He's just an interim coach. Who knows if he's going to stick around after this season?
I would imagine he will.
But like, he knows better.
But doesn't that play into the fact that the players know that he's a part of the media, and he's like, the hell with the media, it's us against the world? I see it. I know his speech to the team post game about all this.
But Crowder, isn't this like the same thing as if like before a big game, if you need a coach to give you a big speech to get you riled up, then you shouldn't even be in that spot in the first place. If the team needs this to rally around themselves and get motivated, like that's garbage to me. What's your scale, Crowder? Like, garbage is the lowest.
Booty.
Yeah, garbage is
Booty's
F,
above
booty's a D. Yeah. This is booty or garbage?
Yeah. Booty and garbage. No good, no good.
Canes,
what is no good, no good?
No good, no good.
No good, no good. Canes are playing BC, and now we know the first pitch is 340. They're discussing on ACC Network what is bird ball. Boston College plays a little bird ball.
It's like pole ball?
I don't know. I don't have the sound on, but apparently they play bird ball.
I have no idea. Banana ball.
Can you name?
No good, no good.
It is good. Very good.
Yeah, now that they're a sponsor of the Pivot, it's great. For 2 years, all he did was crush banana ball. All of a sudden, it's the most entertaining thing on the diamond.
It is.
Eastern Conference Final. That begins tonight. Carolina Hurricanes hosting the Montreal Canadiens. 8 o'clock puck drop tonight on TNT. Hey, by the way, I meant to mention this. Sports USA, that's who I do the NFL for, they also have the NHL rights. And Steve Goldstein, Goldie, our good friend, Panthers TV announcer, has been calling games throughout the playoffs for Sports USA. He's on the broadcast team in the Western Conference Final. So if you're ever driving around in your car, you want to listen to the Western Conference Final, you can hear Goldie on those national broadcasts. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen a couple clips of that. It's actually cool. Hurricanes tonight, by the way, minus 190 favorites. Canadiens plus 160 if you want to bet them to win.
Carolina. Barn. The Marlins.
Carolina. No, I'm with
Agreed.
you. The hell with Carolina. There you go.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Buzz off, Rod Brindamore. The Marlins, game 4 tonight of their 4-game series against the Braves. They fell last night. Another blowout. They've dropped 2 in a row after winning game 1 of the series. They'll try and earn a split with Sandy Alcantara on the mound against Spencer Strider. Series finale, first pitch 6:40 on FM 104.3 WQAM. Steven Strom has pregame. Jack McMullen, Rod Allen have the game call for you. The Marlins also made a trade today, a minor one, but a trade was made. They acquired Reese Hines, IMG Academy alum, Crowder's beloved IMG Ascenders.
The Ascenders. Yes, you got it right, Josh. Yeah. Kid just got back today. Fantastic. And my buddy Joe V, he's with Red Line Athletic over in Weston. My kids go there, work out. It's a great facility. He said to tell Hawk about Bill Wellington.
Bill
Another
Wennington.
white.
Bill Wennington.
Winnington? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big white for the Bulls.
Okay. Yeah. He texted me that a second ago. He said, tell Hawk not to forget about Bill.
He was a good one.
Good white.
I mean, they had some lumbering whites. Tom Borwinkle, Bill Wennington, Luke Longley, who was kind of spry. Will
Luke
Purdue
Longley was spry?
compared to the rest of the lumbering whites. Longley was kind of spry.
Got you, Joe.
Wasn't Wennington doing Bulls radio broadcasts?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he was a
between
broadcaster.
Stacey King and Bill Wennington, that's got to be the biggest mass of humans for one team's TV and radio broadcast, maybe in all of sports.
Fair point. Fair point.
That's
Couple
600
of big
pounds a
fellas.
man.
Yeah.
It's like the left side of the Dolphins O-line.
Proctor and Paul are way more nimble than Winnington. I'm guaranteeing you that.
Maybe now. The Marlins, they also recalled Graham Pauley, placed Leo Jimenez on the IL. As Hawk mentioned, Canes baseball about 15 minutes away or so from first pitch against Boston College and Bird Ball. Is that after Iron Eagle, maybe? Even though to Syracuse, Bird
I
Ball?
believe it's after the Boston College Eagles, but
Nah, well, who's to say?
Does their
First pitch,
pitcher wear
340.
stilts? If their pitcher wears stilts, we're talking.
again, you're confusing it with banana ball.
Oh, okay. Great production.
How are their TikToks? We'll have updates as the Canes try and take down Bird Ball throughout the end of the show. Your weather, 86 degrees, mostly cloudy, very humid down here in South Florida. That weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storms roll in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate.
All right, Will Manso is going to join us in the next segment, and we're going to give away the Black Crows tickets at 3:40. So you want to make sure you're listening for that. We'll talk some hoops with Will Manso here in a moment.
If your garage door is outdated, damaged, or not hurricane ready, y'all see, it's already starting to rain every day. The hurricane season's here. Please call Allied Doors. Serving South Florida since 1966. That's 60 years of trusted family service. Don't be the beautiful home. If I call you out, I'm calling you out. But if I'm talking about your neighbor, you know what I'm talking about. Beautiful home, well-kept yard, and the garage doors are garbage. Don't be that house. Tell your neighbor, hey, man, go to it nicely and say you got to call Allied Doors. Huge in-stock inventory, same-day service, custom impact-rated doors built to protect and upgrade your home fast. And they have the LiftMaster openers. LiftMaster, when I was a kid, like all of us, we thought a garage door should take 45 seconds to open. It has to be all loud and all that. No, LiftMasters are built to perform. It's quiet and efficient. I'm telling you, for our personal home, I'm sitting in it right now. Our investment properties, my wife used Allied Doors. You got to call Allied Doors today to get those garage doors taken care of. 954-942-8550. That's 954-942-8550, or visit allied-doors.com. Mention this ad, you get $300 off. We're going to watch out for you and protect and upgrade your home. Call Allied Doors today. Don't wait. 954-942-8550. Call Allied Doors today.
This is Hawk, Crowder, and Solana.
I'd like to officially go on record. I am wearing underwear today.
kick it. By the way, Will Manso and everyone listening, at 3:40, Jimmy's going to fire off a Black Crowes song, and that's going to be our giveaway of the Black Crowes tickets today because we're doing them at 3:40, so just 6 minutes from now. Will Manso is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline, sports anchor and reporter at Local 10 here in Miami. Is your gut telling you the Heat are going to end up with Giannis, Will? Because this seems to be percolating very. It seems to be kind of increasing in the chatter lately.
By the way, today was meant to be. I happened to be at work. I have a Tribe Called Quest shirt on, so I don't know who picked the music, but it was excellent choice in timing.
Jimmy,
to answer your question,
Jimmy, did you know he was wearing a Tribe Called Quest T-shirt?
I did not.
Did you get a spy report from Local 10?
Someone knows something.
Wow.
Someone knows something. Maybe Clay, maybe Ferraro's hiding around somewhere, and he sent him a picture. I'm not sure.
Interesting.
To answer your question, I think, right, we've talked about it for, years, but in the last few months in particular, that it feels like it's now or never when it comes to Giannis. Like, it feels like it's really going to happen. And obviously, if it happens, this is your last crack as a team to get him. And the Heat are in great position to at least have an opportunity among other teams to get him. So, I would say that's an accurate statement.
Well, where does that put him? If it says, you know what I'm saying, hopefully I would love it. I love Giannis. He's a great player. Giannis, bam, it's going to be a throw-together roster after that with the money they have to spend and the assets they're going to have to get rid of. But where does that put him in the East with the Knicks right now, the Cavs, the Pistons, what we're looking at out of the East?
I think they're right in the middle of it, right? I go back, people tell me all the time, like, well, that's not going to win championships. Well, look, to win a championship now, you have to go through Wemby and SGA, and that's going to be really the next 5 years to potentially 10 years. The East has got to load up more. Someone's got to get lucky with a ping pong ball or a trade or something to put them in that group. I think we could all admit that Giannis and the Heat doesn't make them Wemby and the Spurs, doesn't make them SGA and the Thunder, but I don't think anybody in the East is. So I have to equate it to the East. I go back to what Pat said at his end of season press conference, and he said, look, outside of those two teams I just mentioned, I think, we're in position where we can compete with anybody in the East. Now, they probably believed that too much this year because I think we saw that they couldn't with the roster they had. But if you throw a Giannis in there at his best, averaging 26 and 11 a game and being the force that he is, I think they can compete with anybody in the East. And that's step one of trying to win a championship.
Well, Will, it's Appel here, by the way. Good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you.
How are you experiencing this Knicks run as someone who works for the Heat, obviously followed the Heat for a long time, talking about if Giannis comes down here, can they compete with these types of teams? How are you experiencing this Knicks run as they look pretty poised here to make it to the NBA Finals?
Yeah. Look, as a Heat fan, I can't root for the Knicks. I just seriously can't. It's just not in my DNA. And this is funny because I think I've told you guys the story. When I grew up in New Jersey, the first 10 years of my life, I moved to South Florida when I was 10. My dad was not a basketball fan, so I didn't follow basketball. But it was when I was about to leave that year or two before, it was Patrick Ewing's rookie year. So it was like, Ewing's kind of cool, and so when I came to South Florida as a kid, I liked Patrick Ewing, but I wasn't really sure what team to like. And then a couple of years later, the Heat became a team. And so I loved Patrick Ewing as a kid. He was like a guy that my first basketball idol. But I can't root for the Knicks. I can't enjoy it. Look, what they did the other day was incredible, coming back down 22. But I am rooting for the Cavs. I do not want to see the Knicks win, even though I have a lot of good friends that are Knicks fans, a lot of good friends that like me are Giants fans, but they're Giant and Knicks fans. I cannot, in my good conscience, be happy that the Knicks are making this run.
But, Will, you're on the wrong side of this one now because them damn Cavs ain't going to – this James Harden's going to score 6 points tonight, and we're going to be so upset with him.
I hope it's in the first quarter.
And he can't guard no damn body. We know the Knicks are going to the finals, right, Will?
Oh, look, I thought that before the series, and granted, game one was a little wackier than I thought it was going to be, obviously coming back down 22, but I think it's going to be the Knicks and whoever wins that heavyweight fight between the Spurs and Thunder. I don't think it changes who wins it all. I think one of those two in the West is going to win it all, but for the Knicks, it goes back to it's funny. We go through years of the Heat haven't done anything in years. They were in the finals twice in the last 6 years. Yeah, but that's not winning at all. So it's what do you equate to a good season? I think getting to the finals is good. The Knicks haven't been there in a while. They just haven't won it in forever. So it would be a great look. Stepping away from the Heat fan that I am and covering the team and being part of the team in the broadcast team, it's a great story for the NBA to have New York and the Knicks get to the finals and have an opportunity. I can admit that. It'd be a great basketball NBA story.
Yeah, and you see what tickets would be costing, right? I mean, you see what they're costing already for the Eastern Conference Finals. Imagine an NBA final at Madison Square Garden. Holy hell.
My God, incredible.
Little Black Crows, 340. See, we are on our game here. Good song choice, too, Jimmy. What caller number do you want to
I'm going to say right now, how come I'm going to sound like Giselle when she talks about my music? I couldn't name you a Black Crow song.
Stop it. Yes, you could. Hard to Handle.
Which one's that?
Play Hard to Handle, Jimmy. Do you have that from Black Crows?
Give me a second.
Oh, that's them?
Yeah. You guys don't know the Black Crows?
You're going to hate me for this. I'm going with 11 for Jalen Brunson. That young man can play ball, Will. I don't care why he's fanned him or not.
All right, crank this up, Jimmy.
Oh, yeah, I know that song. I do know that song.
Of course you do.
I didn't know if you would have played it for me before you said Black Crows, I wouldn't have guessed Black Crows. I would have guessed, I don't know what I would have guessed. I wouldn't have guessed anything.
Would have guessed Luke Longley. All right, we'll take caller 11 for Jalen Brunson, apparently, from that's Crowder's decision. Don't yell at me. Black Crows are coming to Hard Rock Live.
Lifelong New York Knicks fan, Channing Crowder.
Black Crows are coming to Hard Rock Live May 30th. We have a pair of tickets every day this week, so if you don't win them right now, you have one more chance tomorrow. But we will take caller 11 right now, 305-567-0560, 305-567-0560, caller number 11. Hurricanes baseball game is underway. First pitch is underway on ACC Network if you're interested in watching that. And by the way, because Will is not a Knicks fan, but he is a New York Giants fan. The Dolphins are going to have joint practices with your Giants. You excited?
I know. I got so. The first thing Giselle was there when Half said it, and she texted me, and I'm like, "Are you kidding? They're doing joint practice and a preseason game. So many of this is the Giants 3 times in a week. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie. I'm excited about the week of August 22nd.
You'll get your share of New York Giants football down here. Did the Dolphins make the right decision? By the way, they are not going to have joint practices with the Atlanta Falcons. That's the smart decision, right? There would have been too
Absolutely.
much. Yeah, it just wouldn't have made any sense.
Sideshow. Yeah, it would have been a sideshow for them and Tua. Like that marriage is done and it needs to be put to rest. And to rehash it now, and look, Tua spoke when he signed with Atlanta, and the Dolphins have said enough already. I mean, it is what it is. We all know why it happened, and it was time for it to happen. I don't think there's any hard feelings in the sense of I think everybody in this situation, from the fans to the Dolphins to Tua, knew that it was time to move on. So I think everybody's kind of like, okay, good luck, Tua. Dolphins, good luck in rebuild. Let's move on.
And were any missteps out of Halfley and Sully? I think re-signing Devon Achane was a great thing. They're moving on and they're honest about it. Like, we're $150 million dead money. We're trying to build back. We have a lot of young guys under 1-year contracts. We had 13 draft picks. Have you seen any missteps out of them? Because I'm jumping on the bandwagon of Halfley and Sully.
Yeah. I'm impressed, guys. And look, and it's easy to say that because, new and fresh ideas is always exciting. I just like their transparency. I think you mentioned that, Channing. I think they seem to be really open and honest as coaches and GMs can be, because you can't lay out everything you're going to do. But I think they've been transparent that this is a process. It's going to take time. And I think the great thing is this is one of those rare situations where I don't think there's a Dolphin out there thinking this team's going to win more than 5, 6, 7 games at most, right? I don't think there's a Dolphin out there thinking this is a playoff team. So I think everybody's saying, okay, just build it the right way. You can question whether they should have started with Proctor in the O-line, but in 3 or 4 years, this guy could be an elite tackle, and we're having a discussion thank God they took him, Those kind of moves are going to get second-guessed until players play and you see what they are. But I think their plan, their transparency, the way that they coach and say things and try to build, I think so far so good. Obviously, we'll see not just this year, but the way the next couple of years go to see how things go in what direction.
Will, you mentioned Caden Proctor and kind of how that pick was judged. I feel like the only reason the reaction was what it was is because we're all down here. A lot of Canes fans, of course. Ruben
Yeah.
Bain was on the board. They pass on him. I feel like unless the player was Caleb Downs, if they pass on Ruben Bain for anybody, this would have been a reaction. And then now you're finding people are looking for things and negatives on Caden Proctor. Is that kind of your read on the situation as well?
Yeah. I think, look, if Bain had gone earlier, I still think people would have wanted Caleb Downs because that Caleb Downs seemed like one of those plug-and-play ready type of leaders that you would think for the culture that Haff and Sullivan are trying to establish would fit well. But they have their vision, and part of it is having this monster on the offensive line. Now, Ruben on our end, look, he was such a beast down here, and he, to me, seems like the kind of player that's going to be really special in the league. He's just so strong, so the violence in his game, how hard he works to, and his dedication to the craft. I think he's going to be a great player. But again, if Caden Proctor becomes an all-pro type, a plug and play in a year or two, that he's just the guy you count on the line, then it's a great pick. I think those two guys you mentioned, though, those are the guys that they're going to get equated to because those guys seem to, on paper, given their college production, be plug and play potential all-pro, franchise defensive changing guys, which obviously an offensive lineman doesn't have that kind of appeal when they come into the league.
And Will, I have a Ruben Bain number 3. They sent me the link and I ordered it. Will I get beat up if I wear a Ruben Bain number 3 Tampa Bay Buccaneer jersey to a Dolphin game?
No, I love Ruben. That's like my second team now. It's funny. I got my Ruben Bain rookie card in the mail yesterday. I ordered a Topps rookie card of Ruben Bain, and I got a CC Maui Noah one because I love those guys. Those are our guys. They're our local guys that stayed. They're true Canes. And on top of you being a defensive guy, Channing, I mean, he plays with such violence. He plays the way the game should be played, right? Just throwing guys around. I love him. I'm going to be rooting for him, and I hope he does so well, and I think he will. And I hope Caden Proctor becomes the franchise tackle that the Dolphins are expecting him to be.
Okay, I'm gonna say if anybody gives me a hard time, I'm gonna say Will Manso told me I could wear it. Don't leave me
you can't wear it to a Dolphins game.
What can I wear?
Why would you wear it to a Dolphins game? Then you're just actively trolling Dolphins fans.
I'm not trolling anybody. I love Ruben Bain.
No, you can't wear a Ruben. You could wear a Ruben Bain Hurricanes jersey to a Dolphins game. You can't wear a Bucks jersey.
You can wear a Bucks jersey. I mean, come on. I saw a Kenta Colby jersey once at the NBA Finals with the Heat and Mavs. Nothing tops that. So you can wear any jersey you want.
I'm sorry. Was that a Kenta Colby jersey you said?
I went in Dallas, one of the Heat Dallas series. I was getting up to my press seat. I said, am I going crazy? There was a man wearing a Kenta Colby Pirates jersey to an NBA Finals game between the Mavs and Heat.
Do you have any idea who Kenta Colby is, Crowder?
Never heard of him, but I hear about the white dude you talked about the other day.
He is a white dude, but he's not a basketball player. He's a Pittsburgh Pirate, Kenta Colby.
He was a closer who threw sidearm. Yeah,
and he had that big stovetop hat that the Pirates used to wear back in the day.
Yeah, and big black glasses. Yeah, big black glasses, sidearm delivery, and that huge hat. Yeah, that was my era.
Yeah, I love that era. Hold on, he's 79 years old now. I'm looking for a picture of his baseball
big fan of the Black Crows. He may have been caller number 11.
That is Kenta Colby.
Hell yeah.
He sold
was
one
that
jersey.
A look, man?
He sold one jersey, and that guy got it.
No, Kenta Colby was great.
It might have been Kenta Colby there at the game. No, he was a fan favorite in Pittsburgh. He, to this day, he's still beloved in Pittsburgh. They loved him. He had a lot of saves too. He was a good reliever.
He was a good reliever. Back in my day, it was Bruce Sutter, Kenta Colby. I mean, I think
we have to check this up. I think Kenta Colby is top 10 all time in games pitched. I kid you not, because he used to go in. He used to pitch 90 games a season. Channing, that's back when the relievers would throw every day. They just
every
throw
day.
In the 8th inning, 7th inning, closed, whatever.
By the way, when they were closers, they didn't just come in the 9th inning. They would sometimes close by pitching the 7th, 8th, and 9th.
He's 9th all time.
That's when baseball was baseball.
That's when men were men.
I watched Louis Tion throw 320 pitches in one game.
I don't think that's true.
And the manager said, we'll pull him if he gets to his pitch count. 380.
Then he closed in a doubleheader. Those are the days.
We'll see you, Will.
All right, guys.
There you go. Will Manso from Local 10. Omar Kelly's going to join us in the 4 o'clock hour. We'll talk some Dolphins OTAs with him. Just because you're getting older doesn't mean you have to feel like it. If your energy's low, your sleep is off, you feel like your weight won't budge, your mind feels foggy, your sex drive isn't what it used to be, you can switch things up. I'm talking about Atlantic Men's Clinic. If you're just not feeling like yourself. Obviously, you're getting older. You want to feel like you did, though, in your 20s and your 30s. You deserve to feel your best. It's why I started getting testosterone at Atlantic Men's Clinic. At Atlantic Men's Clinic, their advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, and enhance your body composition, improve your sleep, and increase your sex drive. Atlantic Men's Clinic, they really are the experts in treating low T and other men's sexual health conditions. They have successfully treated so many people, including me, and I'm telling you, you will notice a difference. If you're like many men who are low T, within just a few weeks of getting treated, you're going to feel your energy return and the brain fog go away and your sleep improve, your workouts improve, and your sex drive will be significantly enhanced as well. So call Atlantic Men's Clinic. You know, a lot of guys will wait a year or longer. You don't need to wait. Don't ignore the signs. Call right now. Call today. Take that first step towards feeling better again. Phone number is 877-455-7300. 877-455-7300, or you can visit atlanticmensclinic.com. Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
I love Zephyr Hills.
There is no Zephyr Hills. It's Zephyr Hills. We've been over this.
Got what you
Why?
Again, in the wash. I don't know. I just took them out to put my clothes and put stuff back there. I had like shit on them now. I'm like the fourth wash.
Let me see what they look like. Why are they ruined? What is that?
I don't know. I watched it 6 times. I already can't all the fucking time. No, I would never wear it out of the house like this.
You can throw more in the house.
I'm not gonna have a whole outfit that I wear in house.
I'm sure they're okay. There's no way those are ruined. Ask Tasha if she has to.
And I feel like every single time it's my clothes.
Yeah. Is the back of his head getting flat?
From doing this?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Does it look flat to you?
I don't know. I couldn't tell earlier.
You would like know if it's flat.
There's got to be a way to remove those things. Another minute or two. Are you excited to see Dasha? She took such good care of you the first 5 weeks you were alive. Yeah? Who are you talking to? What? A little while ago. So Jerry called me during last commercial break.
Starting the 4 o'clock hour a little bit late. We're going to grab headlines here with Josh Appel in a moment. I'm going to start first, though, with the stock market report, which is sponsored by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Turned out to be a positive day on Wall Street. It was a slow start, but turns out positive. Dow Jones up 276 points. S&P 500 up 12 points, and the NASDAQ up 22 points. So we'll take it.
Yes, sir.
Miami Hurricanes are losing. They're down 2-0 in the top of the second to Boston College. So what are you going to do? Can't win them all. I am off to a slow start on my Hurricanes minus 1.5. Although, got the runner... Got the leadoff runner on board here, I think, in the top of the second. Oh, they've got runners
First
on the
and third.
corners. Yeah, as they say in baseball parlance, runners on the corners. We'll get headlines here. This is real quick because we don't have a ton of time, but my son had sent me this on Instagram, and I'm curious what your thoughts are. It was one of these Instagram questions everyone was commenting on. You can have everything in your life stay the same as it is. You go about your business, whatever your life is. Or you can accept $1 billion. But if anyone ever honks at you, you die instantly.
No, because people are rude nowadays. I get honked at all the time because I drive slow.
Well, you don't have to drive, though, if you have $1 billion. But
if I'm in the car and they honk?
Yes, that's the big question that I was reading on all the responses. It's like, if you're in an Uber and the Uber gets honked at, so you'd have to have strict rules, but you can't even say to your driver, hey, drive super slow, because you're going to get honked at that way.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to, I don't want to die. I can't do it.
But $1 billion, generational wealth. You set up your family, your family's families for generations to come. All you have to do is not get honked at.
So I get $1 billion, but I can't leave the house.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be very careful.
I got honked out this morning taking Chaz to school.
No, you could never drive again because that would be too risky. You could never be the driver.
But now I have to trust a driver with my life or death?
Right.
I'd never leave the house. I'd have to get an island somewhere. I'd have to buy an island and just fish all day. I take it. Never mind.
Someone in the chat with an excellent point. We live in South Florida. All of us would die on day one, the way people honk down here for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to move probably somewhere more rural, doesn't have a lot of car action. You'd have to build a compound like Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos have, or live on a luxury yacht. You have $1 billion.
Boats have horns.
That is true, and they're very, very demonstrative and loud. So
yeah. Now I'm
and
dead.
sometimes people blow a boat horn to be friendly.
So what's up, bro? Dead. I'd take the $1 billion though, because you hit it on the head. Now my kids can live comfortably forever.
But like if your kid, you're walking with them and he's angry at you and a semi truck is rolling by and he gives the, hey, honk the horn sign.
Yeah. I'm dead.
You're dead.
I'd set up my grandkids. I'd die for my grandkids. I don't have any.
You'd take the $1 billion.
I'd take the $1 billion.
Hurricanes up 3-2, 3-run ding dong.
Hope you took the over.
Right back in the game.
College baseball is crazy.
It is crazy. All right, let's get headlines because Omar Kelly is going to join us this hour. Headlines with Josh Appel, brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com.
I need to give Crowder his credit where it's due because that boat horn was really good.
He's the tugboat.
See what they're going to do. They always want to bring me down, Appel. Yes, I have a boat. I'm a boater. I'm an aquatic human.
Well, Hawk has the captain's hat on today, so it's hard to tell which one of you was the boater or not. But after that horn sound you just made,
I've asked Hawk to go fishing with me 700 times, and he will not
You
get
can
on
ask
the boat
me
with
700 times more. You're going to get the same answer.
He will not get on the boat with me.
Hawk just mentioned the Hurricanes baseball team. They're up 3-2 in the top of the second inning. Again, hope you took the over. All I'm going to say.
13.5 is the over.
It's at 5 right now, and they've got basically the entire game left to reach that number. It's the 4 o'clock hour. It's Thursday. We're on day 4 of the Jacoby Brissett holdout. Still no update there. Jimmy, why are you throwing your hands up? It's the most important story in football right now.
I mean, is it?
Maybe.
Gotta love late May.
Yeah. Hurricanes have first and third again.
I mean, you might have this over by the 4th inning.
Runners on the corners, they say.
If they get one more guy on, you know what that means.
Base is jacked.
Ducks will be on the pond.
Ducks on the
I was
pond.
just thinking that.
Yeah, you were. It's my roommate. Game 2, Spurs and Thunder last night in Oklahoma City. Thunder evened up the series 122-113. Game 3 tomorrow night in San Antonio.
It's a good point on the text line. What if a goose honks at you? Is it only a mechanical honk, or could it be a nature's honk?
I need a lot more clarity on this death thing. I'm not a fan of dying.
Well, the Cavs' season might be close to dying if they go down 2-0 tonight. How's that for a segue?
I think it might already be close to dying.
Yeah, I think the Knicks take it tonight.
They blew that 22-point lead in Game 1. They'll play Game 2 tonight in Madison Square Garden. I don't know if Danhausen will be courtside or not between Timothy Chalamet, as he says, and the Jenner that Timmy is with. But we will be on the lookout for that. The Cavs have been cursed,
really
as we all
won't.
know.
No one will be on the lookout for that.
Well,
Chalamet has a Jenner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know who Chalamet was until the Knicks stuff started going viral.
Marty Supreme.
I know you told me, and now I know little Chalamet, the little bitty white dude, but I didn't know he was famous like that.
You never saw Dune?
I did
never
see
saw
Dune. You haven't seen Dune? Dune's a great
I get the
movie.
idea. Sand.
You always have the idea.
It's one of my favorite Hochmans. I get the idea. Sand. So good.
They gotta drink their tears and stuff, man. It's a great concept. You seen La Brea?
Nah.
Isn't that a highway?
No, it's like this sinkhole thing on Netflix or Prime Video, something, but it's like an alternative, like you go back in time, but you're still in LA, but then LA is still LA, but now you're LA.
Isn't that an
10,000.
older series? Wasn't that from a few years ago?
I don't know, but I started watching it about 2 weeks ago, and I can't like I was up till 3 a.m. last night watching it.
I don't think it's called La Brea.
I
think it's called something else.
I think it's from a few years ago.
Man,
No, it's called La Brea.
It's La Brea. It's a good show.
Yeah, science fiction drama series aired on NBC from 2021 to 2024. About a massive sinkhole that opens in Los Angeles, splitting a family and transporting into some prehistoric world.
It's interesting.
It's like Land of the Lost.
It's not Land of the Lost.
It's
That's
exactly
Will
that.
Ferrell.
What? No, I'm talking about the series from the 1970s, not the terrible Will Ferrell
I was
movie.
born in '83. Who the hell
Well,
is
that's your
watching
problem.
Land of the Lost? And my problem is I'm young.
You don't remember Chaka?
I know Chaka from Will Ferrell, the little furry man.
Right, but the real one from the 70s, Land of the Lost.
I get the idea.
I got the idea, Josh.
Sand.
Game one of the Western Conference Final in the NHL last night. Vegas took down Colorado 4-2. Game 2, Friday night on ESPN. The Eastern Conference Final. That begins tonight. Carolina Hurricanes, Montreal Canadiens, 8 o'clock, TNT. That's puck drop from Carolina. The Marlins.
Hurricanes up 4-2 now, by the way.
Almost halfway to the over.
How about that? Runners on first and second.
I just got him at 12.5. I got the over at 12.5.
Really?
Good CLV. The Marlins, they finish up their series with the Braves tonight. They fell yesterday in Game 3 of the series, so they look to even it up and earn a series split with Sandy Alcantara on the mound against Spencer Strider for the Braves. First pitch 6:40 on FM 104.3 WQAM. Steven Strom has our coverage in pregame, and then Jack McMullen and Rod Allen have the game call for you. Marlins made a minor trade. Reese Hines, they acquired from the Reds in exchange for a minor league pitcher, Zach McCambley. Hines will go to Jacksonville, and as we mentioned earlier in the show, he is a fellow IMG Ascender, went to school where Crowder is frequenting now with his kids.
I think DJ applied to a job at IMG. They're looking for like a social media director or something.
Really?
Yeah.
I know some people up there. I can.
Nah, you're on some sort of payment plan. I don't think you're the right guy to go to for a for a recommendation on this one.
Your weather?
Don't drop my name. Honestly. I stay in the room too long. They can't get me out of the hotel room. Yeah, I think IMG hates me.
Yeah, didn't you have to do
a boat horn?
Didn't you do the show from like one of their offices and bother everyone the other day?
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Take full advantage of my opportunities.
Your weather, 84 degrees, mostly cloudy, humid as always in late May. That weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
All right. Omar Kelly is going to talk a little Dolphins with us in the next segment. Cheetah Pompano, great spot to watch a game or a fight. They got the VIP areas, the most beautiful ladies in South Florida, and the amazing complimentary gourmet lunch till 3 p.m. every day. That's Cheetah Pompano. Now, their sister club, Cheetah Palm Beach, is celebrating their 25th anniversary. It's a massive 2-day event. Started yesterday, concludes tonight. So tonight at Cheetah Palm Beach, they're giving away a Cheetah Super VIP card valued at $1,500. They've got anniversary open liquor bar tonight, 6 till 7 p.m., complimentary roast beef carving station, 6 till 7, and a complimentary lavish cheese and dessert station from 6 till 7 p.m. tonight as well. So if you want to get the party started tonight, you head up to Cheetah Palm Beach, where they celebrate their 25th anniversary. Don't forget, if you're planning a bachelor party, there is no better place than Cheetah Pompano or Cheetah Palm Beach. You can get all the details online or at either of the clubs. Every day is a great day at Cheetah Pompano Beach. Make sure you visit Cheetah Palm Beach as well, tonight especially. For all the details, just check out cheetahsofl.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Marlins pitching coach is visiting Yuri right now. I'll give you $10 if you know the pitching coach's name.
Sam.
Somebody puts on the text line, oh, Hawk's not going to badmouth the roast beef carving station at the Cheetah because it's a paid read. No, I mean, it's the Cheetah. I mean, you're going there for a party. I'm not getting the roast beef carving station. I don't mind going to the Gentlemen's Club, though, and getting some roast beef. But I'm just telling you,
Different roast beef.
I walk into a country club and they've got a roast beef carving station. I don't get all hot and bothered. That doesn't excite me. I'm not a prime rib guy. I'm not a carving station guy. So it's not my wheelhouse.
Yeah, the Cheetah, I know the prime rib I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm. The whole different set of rules, Texter. If you're talking about Woodfield Country Club and I see the prime rib carving station and it's all that blood juice on it, I'm heading for the hills. See it at the Cheetah? Whole different story.
Whole different story.
Omar Kelly is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline, columnist for the Miami Herald, and he covers the Miami Dolphins, of course. He was at OTAs on Tuesday. Do you like the prime rib carving stations? Forget a gentleman's club. Like, some people love prime rib, and I find it to be a bloody, fatty mess.
Not only do I love prime rib, but I am the guy who eats at strip clubs. When I go
that
to
I
a
don't
strip
mind.
club, Crowder know. Strip club got some of the best food ever. I'm not going to mention any specific ones because I don't know who's sponsoring this segment, but I love me some strip club wings. I'm sorry. That's
Man, you had the Tootsie's fried lobster? Come on, man.
Of course I had the Tootsie's fried lobster.
Come on, man. It's delicious.
See, I may draw the line at lobster. And
come
I'm okay with the strip club food, but I may draw the line at lobster.
Oh, you got to try it. It's delicious.
No. That seafood lobster rice. That is a top 10 meal in South Florida. I'm sorry.
I'm in. You sold me. Omar, any observations? The first day that media was allowed to observe OTAs was Tuesday, and I know you get to observe them, I think, once a week. Anything jump out at you? Like anything where you're watching and you go, oh, this, that, this?
Yeah. Dante Trader, second-year safety. You could tell he'd taken a step up. You could tell he'd gotten probably stronger, had a good grasp of the offense. I couldn't name you right now who is going to start next to him, but I could tell you he's probably going to be a starter if he can stay healthy. That was probably one of the first things I observed. I observed their left side of their offensive line, Crowder, is 6'7", 6'6", 350 to 360 pounds, and athletic. I don't know what them linebackers gonna do about that. What the defensive linemen gonna do about that? That's a big left side. And then not only that, but I just looked at the roster, and I really haven't sized it up. I could tell you those guys are legit 6'6", 6'7", but Jonah is 6'5". I think Austin Clark is 6'5". It's not like the other side is small. So outside of Aaron Brewer, they've got a pretty much big offensive line. Now that doesn't mean anything because they've been big and been bad for a while. But I could tell you that they don't have no edge setters. When Chop Robinson and Josh Uche are your primary edge setters right now, you don't have any edge setters. And I could tell you that more than likely some of these defensive tackles, some of these defensive linemen, they're going to be responsible for setting the edge on first and second downs. And that's fine. I could also tell you that their rookie draft class, all specifically on the defensive side, they are all the smallest members of that defense. Every single one of the rookies, from the safeties that they drafted and signed as undrafted rookies, from cornerback Chris Williams, from I would say maybe the edges, the edges that they drafted in Mason Rager, they probably have so comparable with the best size in terms of guys that you should look at and say, okay, that's that position. But even Rodriguez, 6 foot, maybe 120, 115 on a good day. They're all relatively small. But and then Kyle Lewis, the linebacker that they expect to be their big nickel. He made a great interception, pick six, just jumping a route. And then Malik Willis's arm is it's a lot stronger than what I'm used to.
I was going to ask you about Malik Willis because I saw Halfley break it down, and off bat he threw Malik. He's like, yeah, he did his speech, and he's like, Malik, break him down and all. Is he, because you've seen Chad Pennington's, but you've also seen the Hennies, you've also seen the Becks, you've all just we've been around here a long time. Oh, like
Yes,
Malik,
he
is he his skill? You said he has a strong arm, but is he a leader? Can he be that guy? Because you can see when dudes can galvanize around a human being.
Yeah. I found it very interesting that Jeff Halfley in his first OTA press conference, he said, I don't want him to be a leader right now. I want him to focus on learning his offense, doing the job, mastering his responsibilities. And I thought that was wise. Um, I think Malik will naturally be ascended into a leadership role. And this is similar to what they asked of Tua early on. They were like, Tua, we don't necessarily need you to be a leader. It wasn't like the Flores situation where he was like, nah, I don't want to be a team captain. Thanks, I'm good. Another meeting with you, Flores, I'll pass. This was a situation where they were like, Tua, we want you to master your job, and then we'll worry about the leadership end. And Halfley pretty much said the same thing. He's like, I want him to get his job down, create a level of comfort and understanding with the offense, create some chemistry with his wide receivers, and then we'll worry about that whole leadership thing. He's like, for me, I'm the leadership right now.
Omar, you mentioned Jacob Rodriguez, the second-round pick out of Texas Tech. Yesterday, we were talking about briefly Jordan Brooks and why he's attending minicamp right now, or OTAs, I should say. How beneficial is that relationship going to be for Jacob Rodriguez, being able to work with Jordan Brooks, learn from him? And do you see them kind of having a relationship like that, or is Jordan Brooks like, nah, this is my spot? Because I feel like that quote that he gave for the reason why he's reporting to OTAs is exactly the type of thing that Halfley and John Eric Sullivan want with this team.
I wouldn't put too much of the relationship with Jacob Rodgers, because remember the tightest person that Jordan Brooks is tight with is Terrell Dotson, who's Jacob Rodriguez going to be replacing. Terrell Dotson. So if he does replace anybody, I think the best situations that I've ever seen in a Dolphins locker room was similar to Zach with Crowder. Like you saw Zach pass on everything he ever knew to Crowder. Now, was Crowder always paying attention? Probably not. But
I think we can take the probably out.
But that each one teach one. The biggest issue I have about this Dolphins team is, outside of Zach Sealer, Jordan Brooks, Aaron Brewer, Devon Achane, who's leading? Who's teaching? Like the wide receiver room, it's the blind leading the blind. Like tight end room, the blind leading the blind. Let's get to linebackers. They got a leader. Secondary room, cornerback, safeties, blind leading the blind. I never ever feel comfortable about a team that doesn't have a proven, established, responsible leader in that room. Now, if your leader's taking them to Coco's every Friday, I ain't gonna call no names. Then the leadership is not exactly steering them in the right direction. However, I do understand team bonding, Crowder, so I understand. I get it. But
we bonded a lot. We bonded. We bonded.
There was definitely bonding going on.
There was some bonding going on. but somebody, and I said that, I remember asking this to Rasul Douglas. I was like, who teaches these guys how to watch film, how to read receiver breaks and splits and all this kind of stuff? Because Crowder, tell you, sometimes the people that's in their room teaching these players, like Paul Pasqualoni, they don't know what the hell they talking about. Nope. They don't know what the hell they doing. They've never been on the field. They don't get it. And they don't know what it's like when the bullet's alive and the action's real, and how quickly you have to think and process. They just know how to draw it up on the playbook. Some of these coaches be about 400 pounds talking about a player, his athleticism and athletic, and I'll be like looking at him like, what are you talking about? Like you couldn't even run a 40 in under 6 seconds. So I always value leadership in rooms, and the best teams that I've ever seen that were Dolphin teams, like I give you a perfect example. In 2024, man, that season when Tua was sidelined, that season could have went down that drain real quick if it wasn't for Calais Campbell and Teron Armstead. Like I can tell you, it wasn't the coaches that held it together. It was Calais, to the point where teams were offering fourth round pick to trade for Calais, and they was like, yeah, we trade him, the whole season gonna fall apart, so we can't do that.
Yeah. No, man, the thing I'll tell you with Zach, Zach didn't do pregame speeches. He didn't do the rah-rah stuff. He didn't need all of that. But he would take me to the side. He would invite me to his house. And he really, it's funny you say, if I was listening, he'd bring me upstairs to his office, and he'd really tell me, shut up and just watch. And he'll have a little pointer and just point out what he's watching and be like, look at this guard. He's leaning. He's about to pull. And he used to really teach me the game. Rah, let's do one for the Gipper and all that. Oh, that man, that's a waste of damn time, bro. It's the leaders that want to take them dudes under their wing, them young boys, and really teach them about the game. And talk about young dudes, I thought about you were talking about Chop Robinson. Do you think Hafley, being a defensive guy, and I'm not saying he is Micah Parsons, but can they utilize him in that fashion where they put him off the ball, they make him the fourth rusher, and they make that's a special position to be able to do that? They used to do it with JT when they bring JT and just let him walk around and pick where he wants to rush.
Yeah.
Like is Chop, because Chop's not going to set an edge. Can Hafley utilize Chop way better than the last regime?
Yes, and not just Chop, but Josh Uche. I think those are two players that you could utilize in that role. I have been surprised for Chop's entire career that they have not done that. They have not moved him around. They have not had him be the elephant in the room in terms of trying to utilize and hit gaps. It's funny because I asked Jeff Hafley at the owners meeting, because I remember coming into the draft, the Chop is drafted in the first round, not off college productivity, not off stats, just off his sheer measurables because they compared well to Micah Parsons. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay, well, you have Micah Parsons. Now you got a guy athletically like Micah Parsons. Can you potentially turn him into a Micah Parsons-esque player? And Hafley was like, we'll see. I ain't never even put hands on him yet.
Yeah.
You notice, you notice a big difference already because you've covered the team a long time, and we saw that Jeff Hafley mic'd up from OTAs. They had put that out on social media.
Yeah.
Do you notice a huge difference from the 4 years of the McDaniel administration to just the few months now of the Hafley administration?
Probably no. Other than these are a whole bunch of nobody players, where Mike had a pretty much top-heavy stacked roster with a paper-thin bottom. These are just I don't. People have this perception that Mike wasn't a good communicator because they saw him in a press conference and it took him 4 minutes to make a 30-second point. That wasn't Mike when he presented in front of his players. He'd always talked about this. Players even worse than Crowder's era. They got a short attention span. If it's not Instagrammable length, if it's not you present the whole game plan in 15 minutes, you lost them. And Mike was good at that. Mike could present to the room. Now, could Mike ask open-ended questions? Mike's problem was he always had to say the perfect thing, and it took him 3 minutes to finally get to the perfect thing. Whereas Hafley's a better communicator because it takes him 30 seconds to say what he's going to say. Only difference that I've seen and noticed so far is Hafley is intentionally trying to coach offense and learn offense and incorporate himself in offense. And he's even said intentionally, I'm doing offense now because I know when the season starts, I'm going to be heavy on the defensive side. And that's my specialty. That's my wheelhouse. I think every coach that the Dolphins have had probably since Jimmy Johnson has specialized in one side of the ball or another. And you know, and to be honest with you, I really would struggle to tell you any coaches that don't just specialize in one side or the other than the John Harbaughs of the world, and maybe Andy Reid doesn't do that anymore, even though he calls plays offensively. It's, everybody's a specialist these days, so it's hard to sit here and say, oh, we got a full coach. Hafley said he's going to do this because he acknowledged he made a mistake in his career at Boston College as a head coach because he didn't have a good master of his offense and couldn't really coach it that well.
Omar, I think we all know that the win total for the Dolphins this season is probably not going to be more than maybe like 4, if that 5 best case scenario.
Yeah.
But knowing that, regardless of whether or not it's 2, 3, 4, whatever it is, what does a quote unquote successful season look like to you for this team?
For me, first off, I'll say I think every team in the NFL should win 5 games unless they're trying not to win 5 games. The game is just designed to create a ton of parity. Injuries serve as the ultimate equalizer. So unless you're trying not to win 5 games, which a lot of teams are, like the Jets traded their whole team last year, don't think it was a coincidence that they were as bad as they were. They traded everybody of value. I would say 4.5 is a great line because whether they win 4, whether they win 5, that's kind of the magic. That's the kind of where Vegas don't do this by accident. They didn't become Vegas by accident. Now, in terms of what was the question about? Sorry.
What does success this season look like for them? Is it like individual player development? Is it just, are these games competitive? Is it the process from Hafley's staff?
I want Devon Achane to be a 1,500-yard producer. He was an 1,800-yard producer last year, but there was a lot more weapons on this team last year than there are this year. I want Malik Willis to look like a watered-down version of Lamar Jackson. If he plays 17 games, I need him to throw for 3,500 yards. I need him to run for another 700 yards. That's kind of conservatively what his statistics when he was good in Green Bay sort of average out to for 17 games. Defensively, I need you to have a top 15 unit in the league. I don't need you to be top 5, top 10, but I also don't need you to be a bottom dweller. I honestly can tell you I have no expectations for the offense because I have no idea who can play on the offense yet, except for Devon Achane, and he's going to live his life with 8 men in the box. So congratulations on getting your money right now, Devon, because you did the smartest thing you could ever do. And I need some young players to step up, not necessarily the rookies, but the second-year players, those defensive linemen, Dante Trader. Can't remember any other second-year players, but maybe even Malik Willis. Not Malik Willis, Malik Washington. He's a young player, and it would be nice if we got one Zach Sealer out of this bunch of minimum guys. Somebody who steps up and we're like, hey, that guy could play. Let's invest in him. If you get 1 or 2 of those guys, I think you've had a successful season.
And I think you can see this even through, I call it the underwear Olympics and all.
Yes.
Like I mess around with Hawk
Football
all the
in
time.
pajamas.
Like, like you can't really see who's gonna put their hands on people, but you can see who has an edge. Like if Hafley's preaching this violence and this tough stuff, like the
They
guys
can't touch nobody.
If number 66 is talking crazy, guys used to come to me and be like, Crowder, 66 is talking slimy. I'd be like, okay, don't worry about it. I got him. Who are those guys? Because they need those guys if Hafley wants to talk about violence and all this tough man stuff.
You're gonna have to check me about training camp because they don't have no pads on. Nobody could touch anybody.
They haven't fought yet.
No, it's 7-on-7s. They first fight always.
We used to fight in 1-on-1s.
That's what happens when you take Alex Ingold out of the equation.
Yeah. I remember, I don't even know if you were on the team at that time. I remember the epic Randy Starks Richie Incognito fight. And that was that was a knockout, drag out. And the funny thing was that fight was over Jonathan Martin. And Richie was standing up for Jonathan Martin. And I just thought to myself, man, that's a noble thing to do. But I don't know if y'all heard Nolan Carroll where he called him a B word. It breaks my heart to know that the man who fought the biggest gladiator on the team for Jonathan Martin didn't he just took all the arrows for him.
Yeah, yeah. You know, Randy Starks is a scuba diver instructor in Bolivia.
No, he is not. Stop telling that lie. Randy Starks
The craziest
is
story.
on Brian Hartline's staff at USF.
There literally cannot be a scuba diving instructor there. It's landlocked. There's nowhere to
You
scuba
can
dive.
scuba in a lake.
Hey, we got to go because we're up against a break. But Omar, you're a Pepsi over Coke guy?
Of course I am.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the disrespect that y'all have talking about Coke and that sweet little syrup is disgusting.
Ridiculous. I mean, there is no one on the planet who willingly chooses Pepsi over Coca-Cola.
All
Right here.
day.
Mm-mm.
All day, right here. I'm a Pepsi over Coke guy.
Yeah, I don't understand that, man. Don't understand it. Omar Kelly.
Y'all were also talking about app ordering. And Crowder earlier this week, I died in the car. Crowder was like, "Yeah, you ordering a sub over the dark web."
Order your food on the app. Then you don't have to worry about being ignored when they're fixing food for people and you're standing in line like a dope.
Human interaction, face to face.
Yeah, I'm with you, Crowder. I can't do. I don't even Uber Eats food. I will drive and go pick it up.
Yep.
I
That's
can't.
crazy.
Grown man stuff, Hawk.
That's
Deep
a
voice.
Pepsi drinker right there. Make sure you follow Omar on social media. Read his work in the Miami Herald. Download the Herald app. Subscribe to the Herald. We appreciate your time, O.
All right, guys.
There you go. 5 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour is coming up next. Do not go anywhere.
This is Hawk, Crowder, and Solana.
You ever just sit in your house naked?
Here we go. 5 o'clock hour is the Funky Buddha Happy Hour. And if you're looking for a place to watch a little basketball or hockey tonight, allow me to suggest to you the Funky Buddha Tap Room in Oakland Park. Just looking at their Instagram. Oh, they got a little Memorial Day special menu coming up here. Hold on. Let's see what we got here at the tap room in Oakland Park. You know Chef Jeff likes to throw it down.
I know it's delicious. Watch what happens. Watch this.
See. Memorial Day weekend specials start tomorrow. So this is at Funky Buddha in Oakland Park. So starting tomorrow, Friday, they have a featured flight, which is a Hop Gun IPA, your favorite.
I love it.
Pineapple Beach, my favorite. Key lime pie, wet your pickle, and
Yes, sir.
pregame pilsner. That's a good flight.
It is a good flight. I love them all.
Key lime pie, their key lime pie beer is a tart ale with key lime, cinnamon, and vanilla.
It's delicious. I had it last time we were there.
Did you? Yeah, that sounds good.
Actually, I think Appel was there with his wife.
Mm.
Doesn't seem to recall it as fondly as you do.
Me and Mrs. Appel had us a flight of beer, and then Josh was drinking. I don't know what he was drinking.
The Coke.
The Aperol Spritz.
Not Pepsi, right? Coke, not Pepsi.
Never Pepsi.
I mean, could you
Pepsi's
imagine?
so much better.
I went through a phase like that when I was younger, and then I grew up.
Bro, Pepsi tastes better.
No, it doesn't.
I'm drinking
Wild
a
cherry.
Mountain Dew Zero Baja Cabo Citrus.
Oh, that's good.
This is good.
They have the Baja Blast available to buy in stores now. Like you could only get it like Taco Bell prior.
Right.
Now you can buy the Baja
have it.
Blast. Yeah.
You see, I'm holding it.
Well, I don't know if that's not the Baja
Did you
Blast.
think I'm at a
That's
Taco
Zero
Bell right
Mountain
now? No, you're right. This is not the original Baja Blast. This is a derivative of. I'm just being a smart ass. You don't have to get all prickly, Josh.
Listen, it's the Sharpie, it's the captain's hat. I'm a little
Hard to argue with me.
Yeah. I got a
Somebody
bunch of Fresca today.
Fresca's terrible. And I used to like Fresca when I was a kid. It's terrible.
My kids like Fresca, and it's like it doesn't have calories and all. Like it's a soda, but it's not really a soda, and that's why I get Fresca for the kids.
Yeah, not my thing. Somebody puts on the chat, in all caps, why don't you guys talk about how messed up the officiating has become in the NBA, the flopping, the completely intentional missed calls, using their arm to push off with their shoulders to push off. Chat 2. The NBA has partnerships with FanDuel, DraftKings. Using this information, officiating is now suspect. The NBA is definitely rigged nowadays. Well, he wanted to know why we don't talk about that. Because it's idiotic.
It's not rigged. It's the game, sir.
It's $1 billion industry. What are you rigging it for? For Oklahoma City? I mean, think about that. Hey, we've got teams in LA with LeBron. We've got teams in New York. We've got teams in Chicago. Let's make sure the franchise in Oklahoma City wins back-to-back titles. I mean, do you hear yourself? XRP Plumbing?
XRP Plumbing. Do I like where the game's going? We talked about it today. What was it with Will? Like the game is changing, the flopping, I get mad. I used to be mad at LeBron for flying 4 rows into the crowd when somebody slapped his wrist. The game's changing, they're playing it up. It's what it is. Like you play the game how the game is being played, but I don't think it's rigged. Plumbing XRP.
Why are we yelling?
Because he did all caps. I have to do all caps with my voice if he does all caps with his text.
I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, listen, you want to have conspiracy theories, fine. But if you're having a conspiracy theory, it would be New York and LA in the finals. It would be Boston and LA in the finals. Wouldn't be Oklahoma City and maybe Cleveland.
Yeah. Let's let Cleveland make it.
Ridiculous. All right.
Cleveland has 1,600 people.
Get headlines here. Hurricanes, by the way, they're up 6-2 over Boston College. 5th inning just ended. Now you're getting a little nervous about your over, Appel.
Me? Never nervous.
Never
that
nervous
thing might as well be settled already.
Never nervous Purvis has your headlines here.
Purvis lost me $100 yesterday.
Headlines are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com.
Hawk just mentioned Canes baseball up 6-2 through the 5th inning. That's the 3rd round of the ACC baseball tournament in Charlotte. They're playing Boston College, beating up on bird ball right now. Crowder has the over 12.5. Hawk, I think you have 13.5 on that game.
I don't have the over. I have Canes minus 1.5.
I have 13.5.
Right.
Okay. Well, it's already won. We were talking
hey,
yesterday.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but there was bad news from the Marlins. I don't know if we mentioned this. Have you seen all these push notifications?
Yeah, I was going to get to that in this round of headlines. Robbie Snelling officially confirmed needs Tommy John surgery. Robbie Snelling, one of the prize prospects, not just for the Marlins, but in baseball. I think made 2 starts in the bigs for the Marlins. And it's not James Andrews anymore, but he went to visit the Tommy John doc in person. And once that appointment is scheduled, the writing's kind of on the wall. And Robbie Snelling is out for the season.
This guy, everyone is super excited about him. I mean, he's one of their best prospects, and when he finally got called up, people were super excited. It's just a bummer that he's going to be on ice for a while now.
And it's turned into a bit of a bummer the last month or so for the Marlins, but they have a chance to split a series with the Braves tonight. Their ace Sandy Alcantara on the mound. They take on Spencer Strider and the Braves. 6:40 first pitch. Steven Strom has your pregame. Jack McMullen, Rod Allen have the call of the game. Yesterday,
James Andrews is still the guy to do. He has to be 116 years old.
No, it's somebody else now. I don't want to get his name wrong, so I'm going to. Keith Meister is the new James Andrews for Tommy John.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, James Andrews did my last 3 knee surgeries.
He was like the one surgeon that everyone knew. Isn't that funny? He's 83. I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, he was 83 15 years ago.
He looks like Kenta Colby.
He was the most ear hair I've ever seen in my life.
Good surgeon, though.
He did my microfractures. I played another 2 years, but yeah, James Andrews was 85 years ago.
You had said early in the show, Crowder, maybe the Marlins, the hitting is the issue, and I was thinking about it. I mean, there is Davison de los Santos just kind of sitting around there, and to be quite honest, if you have an international calling plan, one phone call to Matt Mervis in Mexico, and you could have some power right back in the lineup.
When's your trip down there?
I think it's easy to blame the pitching and all that stuff. Bro, we got to get the bats going.
I'm with you. There's 2 bats that have been shadow banned that will give you the pop you're looking for.
I need bats. I want 12 to 10 games. Hell with these 1-0 games.
I just want wins.
I'm with you. I want wins, but I think our problem's bats. I'm not gonna lie.
No. Mervis. De La Cruz,
De
Los Santos, either one.
Some De Lo something.
De La Soul, anybody.
We gotta get a De Lo.
That's perfect. Hawks guy going to bat for him. No pun intended. Yeah, De La Cruz. Okay.
I've got barrel control.
Zone contact rate.
Goodness gracious.
Hopefully Sandy misses some barrels tonight.
Yeah, we need barrel misses.
Yesterday, we were talking about Jordan Brooks, who in the vein of Jacoby Brissett's continued holdout, could have chosen not to show up the Dolphins OTAs. He's due a contract extension. He's only signed for this season. The Lions, they extended one of their linebackers, Jack Campbell, today to a 4-year deal instead of exercising the option. The terms of that deal aren't out yet, but we were also discussing how the Dolphins got Devon Achan's deal done before a couple of the other guys like Jahmyr Gibbs had kind of reset the market at that position. I wonder what that Campbell number is going to look like, because that might be a jumping off point for Jordan Brooks, although I think many would say that Brooks is the better player.
Jordan Brooks is a dog, but once they drafted Rodriguez, I think that was the kind of the writing on the wall that we're not about to give you a big deal. We just got one of the best linebackers in college football. Play if you want to, don't play, but I think Rodriguez is the future.
XRP Plumbing would like to point out I am not yelling when I do all caps.
Okay. Sorry, XRP.
Well, it reads that way.
We'll be the
Exactly.
judge of that.
I saw it as yelling.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Let's get
Cam Ward.
Let's get Cleveland and OKC in the finals. That's what we all need. Come on, bro. What?
I mean, for a variety of reasons, how pissed would the NBA be if that was the finals matchup? Be over in 4 games, 2 terrible markets.
I mean, just brutal. Not that it wouldn't, generate numbers, because it would, which is why you wouldn't mess with a multi-billion-dollar business. Like, it's the exact reason why you wouldn't. It's like when people talk about the Super Bowl. Oh, could you imagine if the matchup? It doesn't matter. But you still would love the giant media markets. It's going to generate more revenue.
But the West, both markets are not that impressive.
Mm-mm.
OKC, San Antonio, those aren't impressive markets.
Nope.
Adam Silver has on a Knicks undershirt. He would love for the Knicks to go to the finals.
Like we've said, Wemby in Madison Square Garden.
Come on.
If he were to have a game or two, I mean, the league could not buy better marketing than that. Like, that would be incredible. But yeah, I mean, the notion that it's probably going to be OKC and potentially OKC Cleveland, like, that does not smell like the fix is in.
It's not.
Just to quickly wrap up headlines here. Spurs Thunder, game 3 tomorrow night, series even 1 apiece. Game 2, Knicks Cavs tonight at MSG, 8 o'clock tip-off on ESPN. Can the Cavs overcome the Danhausen, Kurshausen, all that good stuff. Game 1 of the Western Conference Final. I'm going to blow right
likely
through it.
not Hausen.
Game 1 of the Western Conference Final Hausen in the NHL. Vegas took game 1 over Colorado. 4-2 final. Game 2 Friday night on ESPN. The Eastern Conference Final begins tonight. Carolina, Montreal, 8 o'clock puck drop on TNT. Your weather?
How excited are we that Solana Hausen is back tomorrow?
Oh, I mean, after my 3 shows that I've had, woof.
Thank goodness, Hausen.
Jimmy, my roommate, what are you doing?
Always go for the laugh, Jimmy. Always go for the laugh. Brilliant.
Betrayal Hausen. All right. Your weather. 86
Betrayal Hausen.
That's your roommate.
That's a great talk about it Tuesday. Yeah, so 86 degrees, mostly cloudy, hot, windy, all that good stuff. Humid, South Florida. Great weather report. Really happy with that last one to finish off my 3 days on the show.
15 mile per hour wusts. I loved it.
I mean,
loved it.
Between wusts and bite.
Perfect way to punctuate his final weather report.
I loved it.
Wambohausens. That weather report brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, replacing roofs, roof repairs, maintenance, and hurricane impact windows and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
We are going to talk a little Miami Heat with Ira Winderhausen in the next segment, so don't go anywhere. You're going to want to hear that. In Miami, We don't drink coffee, we drink cafecito, and our pastries, we call them pastelitos. And when you want a low price, we know you always pay less with your Pricito at Durrell Volkswagen. Take advantage of a Pricito now on all your favorite new Volkswagen models like a Tiguan, Jetta, Taos, Atlas, and more. Don't wait. Hurry to Durrell Volkswagen today. Don't miss your chance to save on a new Volkswagen with easy financing, fast service, and the best value for your money, because you always pay less with your Pricito at Durrell Volkswagen. You can visit them at Durrell Volkswagen, or you can start shopping for your Pricito right now at DurrellVolkswagen.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
I love the colonoscopy.